believe that we're ready to put this out to the world and for everyone to hear. And I guess let's introduce the baddies.
Yeah.
Who are the baddies?
Well, I'll go first. I'm Dee Dee. I use she, her pronouns. I am originally from Philly, very much a Philly Joan, but I have been living in the South for about 10-ish years, specifically in Durham, North Carolina, Bull City. Shout out to Bull City. And I've been an organizer. I've been a director of multiple organizations. And most of my purpose is really about moving towards Black liberation by any means necessary.
Well, I am Brittany. I am a Durham native. I'm a Durhamite, for those who are familiar with the term. Mm-hmm. I'm country, you know. Contre Negre. That's my tribe. So I'm rooted in the 252, but I'm born and raised here in Durham. I'm a mother. And I'm someone who's just deeply passionate about politics and Black liberation, the liberation of women, and just learning and unlearning and critical thinking advocate. So we have joined forces.
We have to bring this podcast to life.
Yes.
It was I recently transitioned out of a huge role. I was the national director of BYP 100 for almost 6 years and just trying to figure out what's next, essentially. And many people have been like, Dee Dee, when are you going to start a podcast? When are you going to really put more of your learnings, your stories, your work and your ideas kind of out to the world? And so I was thinking about it. And at first I was like, maybe it's more like a book club of getting, I think I was going to call, I came up with this idea. It was going to be baddies for socialism. Mm-hmm. But a good friend of mine was like, that's not going to be the people. It's not going to attract the people that you want. And so I was like, okay, maybe it's a podcast, but I don't even know where to really start. There's been multiple attempts at podcasts also for me over the years, but I was like, no, I need to do this with somebody else, really. Yeah. And Brittany, you want to share how we met?
Everyone who meets Dee Dee probably met her in the streets.
That's crazy. Right?
The street girls. We met, I can't even say when. It was just one of those things where we met out and about, mm-hmm. and immediately it was I like her. Mm-hmm. I like her. And so just someone looking forward to bumping into anytime you go out. And so that's where the relationship started to form. Mm-hmm. And then we ironically became neighbors.
Yeah, literally. Same complex.
Same complex, 2 buildings. 2 buildings. Yeah. And one night we went out to dinner and we're having a real chill dinner. And Dee Dee just casually was like, how do you feel about doing a podcast? And I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I mean, she had the idea. She's like, Revolutionary Baddies. I mean, she didn't have to sell me on it at all. She was like, how do you feel about it? I'm like, yes, I'm with it. And from there, it really started rolling. Yeah. And I think we both had been waiting for the right moment in time to have a platform, mm-hmm. to talk to the people. Because that's what it's about. It's not about us just talking to each other. Yeah. It's about us really engaging with our audience. And so the vision was synced. We didn't even have to have too much of here's what I see. Here's what it was everyone was yeah, you know what?
And the thing is, Brittany, you was already kind of doing this on your own Instagram.
Ranting.
Just long form posting of theories and books. And also you are very much a regular person. Yeah. I feel a lot of my life has been surrounded with people that are in the movement, that are already activated, that have been radicalized in different ways. And sometimes it feels like these are my people, and they feel like they wouldn't quite be as relatable to like the broader community.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to create something that felt inaccessible to like really my family.
Yeah.
And then also we're both like very much in the streets. We like going out, we like dancing,
Yes.
we like meeting niggas, we like going on adventures. We love
that. Everything.
Getting our nails done, being cute.
So it made sense. When I heard Revolutionary Baddies, when Dee Dee brought it to me, I was like, I think baddies is such a playful way to add to it, because if it would have been like revolutionary feminists, I think people would have gone into it, or not even gone into it, but had this assumption about what the show is going to offer, or revolutionary women. But baddies is like, I mean, well, one, we're baddies. Hello. But it just also had that like, what is a baddie? A baddie is just like this confident woman who has her own style, her own aesthetic. And I think that was very important. And when we were thinking about like our mission for this, is that it's supposed to be for anyone. Like there is no one persona or look for someone who has revolutionary thoughts and ideals and actions behind them. You know, you can be a baddie. You can have duality. That's the beautiful thing about Black women. We can be CEOs, and we can also be girls in the streets, like catch us on the weekend. So that's, I think, like what we wanted to put together in it, and we've been rolling ever since.
We've been moving. And I think the other kind of piece that we wanted to draw is like there's tropes around women, or even Black women, that are, you know, woke, or that read, or like have a voice and use their voice and do like speak for the people. And it tends to be a trope of like, you know, you're like an Erykah Badu.
Oh Lord, yes.
Or you're like a, you know, an Angela Rye, which neither of those women have, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a trope.
Yeah.
And I think I really was interested in disrupting that trope about Black women that care about politics.
Yeah, because you don't have to be performative. You don't have to, you know, pick your fro out to the sky to be super woke. You don't have to have all natural deodorant and deodorant.
Right.
But no, shout out. We do need to talk about the deodorant. We might get on that at some point.
We got to.
But we just wanted the revolution to feel like an approachable topic and come as you are type of thing. Like you don't have to get into a certain mode. You can just bring what you have. And if you don't have anything yet, you can bring just ears to listen and to learn, because we're still learning. I think God knows we've gone back to, I had to go back to school on this. I'm up late with my highlighter, everything.
I got 3-4 audio books in rotation, and then books that I'm just reading. I think too, one of the things is like showing the multifacetedness of us, just as human beings, as Black women trying to figure it out in the belly of the beast. And also really wanting to bring our niggas in.
Yeah.
Like
we have to talk about real things now. And not in a way that's super, you know, pretentious or anything like that. Like we can have regular conversations, but we have to be talking about something real. So we were on it. I think at the dinner table, we said literally some of the things we're saying now. Like, no, we want to make sure that we're not focusing on like this, what is personified as revolutionary. We unpacked it, and then we bar hopped from there. And with the like kind of pretentiousness too, is like a lot of times when you hear voices from Black women that's talking about politics, or talking about social movements, or talking about the revolution, it is in the context of a university. That's where you have that's where you have sometimes the only access to hearing about these things, is if you watch CNN, maybe they got a Black woman or two on there, or in the academy. There's professors,
that do great work, do great research, and speak on things, write books and all of that. But if you're not in that space, if you're not connected to the academy in any real way, you don't have anywhere to hear how Black women are thinking about the world that we're living in right now.
Right.
And there's so many podcasts. I don't think it's like oversaturated with Black women, but many of the topics are about relationships. They're about healing and wellness.
Yeah.
Or they're about something very, very, very specific, very niche, you know, crime stories committed by Black women, or like how to make your business work. You know, it's like those kind of very specific things. And so we wanted to bring just like a little bit more
around the way, girls, talking about some real things. So it has just naturally flowed since then. And we're super excited to, if you're watching, you're already locked in and wanting other people to know, like, you are a revolutionary baddie too. Really, like, as long as your mind is on the
North Star.
For real, then you're locked in with us. And so we want this to be something that's fun, something where we all learn and grow from each other, and we're in it for the long run. This is the time. So it's here, and we're hoping that you all go listen, like, share, check it out, spread the word, tell people to come in and be a fellow revolutionary baddie with us. So we look forward to hearing from you all, but go check us out right now.